Hi everyone, my name is Natalie. If this is the first time you're watching my videos, thank you for stopping by. I hope that if you enjoy what I do and share on this channel, you can subscribe and share it with your friends. In this video, we are going to talk about Mercury Retrograde. Alright, we are ending this year 2023 with a Mercury Retrograde. Let's talk about it. First of all, there's nothing to be scared or fear about Mercury retrograde. Yes, they do sometimes create some mishap, delays and roadblock, holdback for some of us, especially you have to see how it's interacting with your own natal chart, right? Some of us will feel certain Mercury retrograde more than the other. And also there's the pre-shadow and post-shadow period of Mercury retrograde, which is before and after the actual Mercury retrograde transit, that sometimes some people feel it more during those times. So also know that, right? But I personally not a big fan of how pop culture paint this negative picture and notion of Mercury retrograde. I actually do love it. And come on, we have 3 to 4 Mercury retrograde each year. This is a time to remind us to slow down. We're not meant to be on the go all the time. And we need these retrograde periods to help us to slow down and reflect on how we've been doing things in different areas of our life, to review, reflect all the RE words, right? To see if this is truly what we want from ourselves. Can we make it better? Can we realign with what is no longer true to us and make space, weed away the stuff, the things, people, things, situation that no longer resonate and align with us, so that then we can make space to welcome in more, to manifest better things into our life. So that is why I personally love that we have Mercury retrograde, and I do think as a healer, astrologer, Mercury retrograde is necessary for all of us in our life. All right, thank you for listening this little spirits of Mercury retrograde. Let's dive into it. So this last Mercury retrograde that is ending 2023 is going to happen just a few hours after our new moon in Sagittarius. So let's talk about some numbers right now. Mercury is going to station retrograde at 8 degrees in Capricorn on December 13, 3:09 p.m. Hong Kong time or 2:09 a.m. Eastern time, so just the time according to where you are in the world. Mercury will then retrograde back into Sagittarius on December 23rd and will retrograde back to 22nd degrees in Sagittarius, and then Mercury will station direct January 2nd, 11:08 a.m. Hong Kong time 2024 or January 1st, 10:08 p.m. Eastern time. So also adjust the time according to where you are in the world. But then we'll also have a post-shadow energy where Mercury, now that it's stationed direct, retrace those degree points where it was retrograding, right? So we will be officially out of the post-shadow of Mercury retrograde later on in January, almost towards the end, mid-end, right? So a little fun fact I want to share with you all as well. Some of you will probably remember we started 2023 with a Mercury retrograde, and now we're ending the year with a Mercury retrograde. And in the beginning, in January, the Mercury retrograde that kicks off 2023 was a Mercury retrograde in Capricorn as well, and we were having Mercury station direct at 8 degrees in Capricorn. Ring a bell? We are going to start this upcoming retrograde at the same degree point, 8 degrees of Capricorn, where we left off earlier in the January 2023. So that is a fun fact, but also that is how the Mercury retrograde cycle works, right? It has a pattern. It will pick up where it left off next time. So another fun fact, next year very soon in 2024 November, we will have a Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius. And guess what? You are right. That Mercury retrograde will pick up where it left off this time at 22 degrees in Sagittarius. So no degree will be left unturned, right? So that is just to say it's a very interesting pattern that Mercury has. And thank you for allowing me to share this astrology nerdy moment with you all. All right, so again, all the typical Mercury retrograde stuff, right? Double check, triple check your words, your texts, your emails, your messages, right? Allow yourself to have ample of time in between travels, because there might be delay, there might be roadblocks, there might be cancellation, especially we're in the holiday season. Some of you, knock on wood, might have flight cancellation or delay. There might be traffic. So space out your schedule. All right. And there might be conversation that you're needing to have again because something happened. Need to patch up something, change something, readjust, review, reevaluate. All the RE words, right? So this is also a time where you might do that in certain areas of your life. And also, this Mercury retrograde swing between Capricorn and Sagittarius, right? So look at your natal chart. Which houses are ruled by Capricorn and Sagittarius? Those might be the topics that you are doing all the REs, right? So take a look and see what that means for you. Share in the comment below. Which houses are going to experience this Mercury retrograde in Capricorn and Sag, right? And all this year in 2023, we have Mercury retrograde swimming between the earth sign and fire sign, right? The fire energy and the earth energy. So in one way, the way I see it is that the earth sign have this energy of groundedness. It also have that practicality, limitation, and boundaries, right? In structure in some way, shape, or form. And then we have the fire sign energy, which is all about our passions, our desires, our inner fire, what ignite us, what what we really, really want and desire in life, right? So this retrograde, in a way, is kind of inviting us to desire. What are you truly passionate about? What do you truly desire in different areas of your life? Are they still resonating? Maybe it is time to slow down, take a beat, reassess, to review what is truly practical, necessary, and realistic, and what is not. And also, are there something that you're doing it because you feel obligated, you feel a sense of responsibility that you have to do it because you believe that it might bring in some kind of long-term potential and growth for you that you want for yourself? Are you doing this for yourself, or are you doing this for the sake of someone else, right? Is this what you truly want for yourself? These are some questions we can ponder on during this Mercury retrograde as well. And then lastly, I also want to talk about some of the aspects that this Mercury retrograde will have, right? Because typically when a planet go forward, then backward, and then direct forward again, we will experience some aspect for 3 times because of the way the planet travel. So during this Mercury retrograde, we will have Mercury will have a trine with Jupiter 3 times. Mercury will also have a sextile with Saturn and Pisces 3 times. And Mercury will also have a square with Neptune and Pisces 3 times. Okay, all these energy grouped together in some way, shape, or form is kind of telling us that maybe there's certain things or certain areas, situation in your life that you might experience some frustration, some delay, some mishaps. You might feel like you hit a roadblock. You need to kind of, review, redo, reevaluate, right? And then there might be some stuff while you're working through, you feel like you're not seeing the whole picture. There's a brain fog moment. There might be illusion you need to discover, right? You need to find clarity so that you can move forward. And sometimes you question yourself, I don't know anymore. What do I want, right? Or now that this happened, then what, right? Neptune is creating this moment to really kind of make you, I don't know anymore. Do I know? That's why we need to slow down, Mercury retrograde, and figure it out. But then we have the support from Jupiter and Saturn to really help us to reassess everything, to provide us support that maybe we need this time to slow down so that we can think for ourselves what we truly want for ourselves moving forward. And is this best for you in the long run? Maybe you're not doing it right and there's a better way to do it. This Mercury will provide that for you, right? And give yourself grace and slow down to reassess if the situation, people, or things that you're experiencing right now, is it what you want moving forward as well, right? So lastly, I want to give you some dates to mark it down so that you can make a note. So the Mercury trine with Jupiter and Taurus already happened once. We had one, the first one in December 8th. We'll have the second one while Mercury retrograde on the 19th, and later on in January 19th after it go station direct. Ooh, Mercury retrograde hitting me already. And then we have the sextile with Saturn, which we just had one December 3rd. We'll have the second one on the 21st and the third one January 18th. And lastly, the square with Neptune. We have the first one November 28th, and then we'll have another one on December 27th, and the last one January 9th. Don't worry, I'll keep updating you as we move on with our weekly forecast, and you can just make a mental note and see if those days kind of give you some clarity or give you an aha moment or help you move forward, or so on and so forth. So for now, this is what I want to talk about the whole Mercury retrograde. All right, so now let's take a look at the message from the universe regarding to this Mercury retrograde for all of us. From the tarot card, we have, oh my god, look at all these cards. We have Two of Swords, we have Seven of Cups, and High Priestess. Okay, love it. Really signify this Mercury retrograde energy for us. Some of us, it's really like, I don't know what I want really more. I feel like I'm in this crossroad energy. I don't know which way to go. I don't know which path is the best for me. There are so many options. There are so many choices. Or you feel like you just don't know what to make of it, right? You don't know what decision is the best for you. And maybe for some of us, you feel like I want to make the best decision, but yet I don't have the clarity to know all the outcome of all the choices, so that is why I don't know what to do. But at the same time, the universe is asking you that, hey, you cannot possibly know everything, right? Nothing is for certain. No one guarantee you the outcome will be this if you do this. No one guarantee that you'll get to point A to B if you do this, right? There might be something that will come up in between. Maybe it will lead you to C and you end up C is the best option. You never know, right? Or maybe you choose A, but then end up you have to go through B, C, D, and then you get to A, right? I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. But it's okay. If you're feeling this way, just slow down right now, drop it all down. If you're in the luxury to do that, give yourself that time and space to listen to your intuition. Or maybe, you know what, sometimes when we're overwhelmed with choices, decisions that we have to make, all we can do is take a break. Take a break, rest, clear your mind, right? Maybe go out for a walk, maybe give yourself a little holiday, come back to it later. Come back to it after the holiday. Maybe that's what we need. That's why it's happening during the holiday season. It is asking us to take this time off for ourselves, to pour back into our cup so that we can then gather our information, find clarity, have a clearer mind afterwards to deal with it, to make the decision, to make the move, right? And from the self-care oracle card we have, connect with the earth. Yes, slow down. Mercury retrograde is all about allowing yourself to slow down, give yourself time and space so that you can clear your mind, your head, and have time and space for yourself to make better decisions. So do that for yourself and journal. That is great. Great idea. Journal it and come back to it later on and see what happens. You might have the best option. You might have ultimately the clarity that you need to move forward. So we'll continue to talk about Mercury retrograde in our weekly forecast, and I hope this information helps. Again, feel free to drop a comment below, connect with me. If you want to work with me, I provide astrology readings, consultation, tarot and akashic records reading, and reiki energy healing sessions. So connect with me. My information are in the description box below. Follow me over on Instagram as well, and I am sending you all lots of love, and take care of yourself during Mercury retrograde. See you in the next video. Bye.